Hi everyone, I'm back with this week's Conarchy's Money Corner. In this week's Conarchy's Money Corner, I'm answering another question from another viewer. And it goes, hey Ed, I want to follow your advice and invest my extra money, my extra discretionary money, instead of just putting that extra money onto my monthly mortgage payment every month. I want to start investing that money, but I don't know how to invest it. Where do I start? I need your help. Thank you, Vince. Well, great question, Vince, and thanks for sending that in. I want to give you the 4 steps you should all be following with your discretionary money each month. How we should all be handling the entire process to reach financial security faster. They are laid out in a chronological order. We need to complete each step in its entirety before we go on to the next step. So, step 2 only after step 1 is completed in full in its entirety. And then so on, 2, 3, and 4. So number 1, we'll start with number 1. The number 1 thing you do before anything else is max out your retirement savings contributions to the IRS maximum allowed each year. Then, and only after then, number 2, then you pay off all your high interest, non-tax deductible debt in full each month. So those credit cards and personal loans with those high interest rates. Note, lower interest rate loans like mortgages, car loans, student loans, don't prepay them. Just pay the minimum monthly amount over the term of that loan. Then on to number 3, where we want you to accumulate a 6 to 12 month fixed expense rainy day fund for emergencies. This money should be in a savings account, a money market, a CD. Yes, low interest rates, but fully liquid and accessible when you need it the most when that emergency hits. And then finally, number 4, now you can go ahead and invest outside of your retirement savings plan into a highly diversified stock and bond portfolio for all your future needs. Now, the reality here today is that most people don't even get through step 1. They don't get step 1 accomplished, let alone worrying about steps 2, 3, and 4. So let's focus on that step 1. And a recent survey proves this with only 6% of U.S. workers accomplishing step 1 each year. And here's why. Because in 2022, the annual maximum contribution into an employee-sponsored plan is $20,500 and $27,000 if you're 50 or older. So if you do not have a retirement plan with your employer, it even gets worse that an individual IRA max in 2022 is just $6,000, $7,000 if you're 50 or older. You can see why now an employer-sponsored retirement plan is such a great benefit because it's allowing you to invest over 3 times more money than an individual IRA. Remember, using a traditional retirement plan, not a Roth, but a traditional, your contributions are going in pre-taxed. And your capital gains happen and compound in that account tax-free also. Therefore, it allows you to invest more money with that same dollar of income. And let me explain this. This is really important. If you're currently adding $300 onto your monthly mortgage payment every month, that $300 is net income after taxes. That $300 was approximately $450 of your income before state and federal income taxes were taken out. Since traditional retirement plans are using pre-tax income, your $300 pay down of your mortgage would have been $450 contribution to your pre-tax retirement plan. This is a huge fact, and I find most people fail to understand it. And I hope you understand it because it's vital. Because you're utilizing more of your money contributing it to your retirement plan, $450, versus the $300 left over to pay down your mortgage. That's more of your money growing and compounding tax-free for you. 50% more money invested in growing versus paying down the debt, helping you achieve financial security faster. This is why when someone mentions to me that they're prepaying their mortgage, I always ask them if they've maxed out the retirement contributions for their year. And the answer is 94% of the times, no. To note here, some people think when I talk about maxing out the retirement plans with their employer, with their employer-sponsored retirement plan, it's to the employer match and stopping there. where they should continue to go on past the match. The maximum allowed by the IRS is what your goal should be. Don't stop at the employer match. Remember, every dollar that you don't put into your retirement plan above the employer match is only 70 cents if you take it as income after state and federal income taxes are taken out. So Vince, you don't have to go any further than your employer-sponsored retirement plan to start investing that money you no longer wanted to add to the mortgage, and instead invest that into that retirement plan at work. So thank you, Vince, for your question. I hope that helps you and all of you watching. Please let me know if you have any questions on this. That's a lot of information into a short period of time. But let me know if you have any questions, comment, or contact me with that. And thank you again so much for tuning in and watching Conarchy's Money Corner. Don't forget about those 4.